no, you took my car. I ain't beep, beep, with you beeps. Right? And I'm like, what are we doing? I'm Jada Brown, and today I'm going to teach you about real estate. But in today's video, it's going to be a little different. As you can see by the title, which is probably why you're here,
I almost got shot.
I almost got shot. Your girl was just trying to work as an assistant property manager at that time and do my due diligence to all the residents there, and I almost became Jada the ghost. So it's going to be a little different today. I thought I would switch it up and make it a little fun. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by commenting down below, and make sure you subscribe and click that bell next to the subscribe button so you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And let's go ahead and level up together. All right. So let me give you guys the backstory, right? So during this time, I was working as the assistant property manager at a light tech community. If you guys are in the industry, you know what light tech means, right? You know the type of property that a light tech property is. But if you don't, I'll tell you. So light tech stands for low income housing tax credit. All right, so before I get into the actual incident that happened, I have to describe to you guys exactly how this community was laid out, because that's like of uber importance for this story, just so you understand. So it was garden style multifamily community. Leasing office was right in the front, dab in the middle of the community, and all the apartment buildings were like in almost like a half moon around the leasing office, right? So when you drove off from the main street into the community, you can either make a right or make a left, but either way, you have to come back and pass the leasing office. So right in the back of the community, like in the very back, there was this group of thugs, okay, that used to hang out there. And so we have a golf cart that we used to use when we take people on tours, right? So for like maybe 1 week straight, I'm on a golf cart and I'm rolling around and I'm acting like I'm doing my due diligence, right? And I'm looking at them, I'm like, yeah, they don't belong here. They're not supposed to be here. But I don't really want to make any conversation with them because I don't want them to be like, why are you asking me all these questions? Let me throw a rock through your window or something. So I'm like, all right. So now get into the story. This is the good part. All right, so I'm taking note of them. I'm looking at the guys. I'm like, okay, they don't belong here. I'm getting feedback and correspondence from the residents who say they don't live here. They're terrorizing us. They're selling drugs. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so I am a snitch, right? And I did the right thing. I called law enforcement and I said, hey, I don't know what these gentlemen are doing, but I do know that they have damaged our gate that goes between this community and the store. They've damaged that gate and they're here all day. They're littering, they're smoking weed, cigarettes, etc. They're cursing, they're playing loud music. Now, it's important to note that these guys, this is what I'm noticing as I'm driving on the golf cart. These gentlemen would have their customers drive through the community, come to the back, make a transaction, wop the wop, making all this music, sliding things in their hands, and then would drive around the community and exit. So I'm noticing all this on my golf cart, right? So when I called law enforcement and I said, because I'm a snitch.
A snitch,
yes. Yes, and I'm happy that I am because I did the right thing. I'm like, yes, I don't know what they're doing, but they don't live here. They're trespassing. Is there anything that we can do? And me and this detective, I don't know, narcotics division, we're talking for an hour, and I'm letting her know everything that's going on that I've noticed. And I said, hey, I want to stay anonymous, but I do work here, and it's making it very difficult for the residents who want to enjoy, the place that they're paying rent for. And just because this is the hood or whatever you want to call it doesn't mean that people are not supposed to have a safe and clean environment where they live. Big adversary for that, right? So I'm like, please send someone out here. Please do something. All right. So she's like, okay, we're going to send a car there to patrol. And if you see anything, hear anything, know anything, give us a call back and we'll take the next action. So I'm like, all right. Now, a few days go by. The cops do come and they patrol. Now, of course, every time that they see the police coming, boom, they're gone. Can't find them. Casper the ghost. You can't find them. They're gone. And you know where they're going? Straight through the little hole that they cut out, damaging the property, and going to the store and the main road, and then boom, they're gone, right? So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And Adam was like, do you think that they have someone that's looking out in the property that is calling them, like, is a lookout? And I'm like, well, I don't think so, because they're all complaining about them. But I said, you know what, Adam, you're probably right. Right there, I was like, all right, I'm done playing with them. So I come in on my golf cart, and I'm like, all right, they're here now. All right, you know what I did? The main mob leader of their group had a vehicle that did not have the proper decal, didn't have the proper information, was not registered with the office. And I called the cops and I said, yes, there is an unauthorized vehicle here. Please come and assist us. The cop comes out there. I tell him everything. I think they're selling drugs. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They need to go. They don't live here. They're dangerous. All right. Cop takes his license plate, right? The cop took the license plate of the vehicle. Okay. Now I'm really not done. So the cop comes there and he listens to my story and he's like, okay, I know what to do. He takes the license plate off of the vehicle. So when that happens, I get in my car and I leave. Because I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna be really upset. I mean, wouldn't you be upset? Somebody just took the license plate off your car. What? So I'm like, all right, let me get in my car and let me go before this guy comes up here and tries to beat me up, because I really can't fight. Okay, I look like I can knock somebody out, but I can't. So I'm like, all right, let me just go, and then I'll come back when the situation has de-escalated. So Autumn was like, don't come back. I'll let you know what goes on. So this guy comes up to the office. I'm not there, right? This is what I'm hearing. He comes up to the office because he's pissed. He's standing up in the hot sun. They took the license plate off his car, and he's like, yo, somebody's going to have to feel me, right? So he comes up to the office. Now, let me tell you how he came up there. So he's like, hey, y'all have my license plate taken, and you don't know me. We've been up here. Y'all just getting here. We've been up here. You ain't going to be messing with me. You ain't going to take my car. Y'all going to have to pay. You going to have to pay, right? And I'm like, oh, shit, because I'm hearing this while I'm on the phone with Autumn, and I'm like, oh, my God. And I'm like, is he threatening? Is he threatening Autumn? Is he threatening the people in the leasing office? Oh, no. So I'm like, oh, you want to take it there? All right. And I called the towing company and I said, hi, yes, this is Jada Brown. And we have a car here that doesn't have a license plate. Yeah, you have our permission to come and get it. Boom. You know they want their money. They was there in 20 minutes or less. Hooked up that car, that raggedy car, onto their tow truck. And they take it, right? And they're at the front. The police comes, right? The police comes, they're searching through the car. They have the dog sniffing German shepherds walking around the car. And I'm like, by this time I'm back at the office. And I'm like, oh my God, this is getting really serious. Now, take a moment and think about where we are now, right? Taking license plate, hooked up car to towing truck. Police is there with the drug sniffing dog. Me and Adam in the office. The police tells this suspicious person that the reason why he was there is because someone in the office told him that they were selling narcotics. And I was like,
What?
are you kidding me? You really just told this guy that? So now he knows it's us. Now it's only two people who work here, me and her. So you really just put us in danger like this? We have to work around these people, and you're not putting anybody in no handcuffs, nothing. And we're supposed to work with these people. So I'm like, yo, like my life is over. So the police is like, okay, don't worry, we'll be back. And I'm like, now you're leaving? Really? You're gonna leave us with these people? So I'm like, okay. He said, don't leave the office. Stay in there and we'll be back. Just lock the door. It's good. He's not going to bother you. So we're like, okay. And I'm like, buddy, it's getting kind of close to 6 o'clock. I want to go home, you know. How soon? He said, don't worry. We'll be right back. Cool. After the police left and they left with the suspicious person's car, that suspicious person and his group of people walked their butts to the office because they can't drive, took the car, walk up to the office. And now keep in mind, the office has floor-to-ceiling windows, right? They get to the office and they're like knocking on the front door. Bang, 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 bang. Yo, you took my car. I beep, beep, but you beeps. Right? And I'm like, and I was like, just stay calm. We're just not going to go out there. Now, keep in mind, Adam is an OG from New York, all right? I'm not, as I said, I'm scared. Like, I'm like, yo, what are we going to do? And he's like, I told you, beeps, that I'm not playing with you. I'll kill you right now. And he's banging on the door, and they're all like standing there like a bodyguard, like they're about to come in here. So at this point, yo, I'm sweating. My face is sweating. I'm black, but I swear to God, I probably was white. I probably was white like Michael Jackson. I swear to God. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do. So they're like getting real aggressive. Like I thought they were going to like break the door because they're shaking the door handles. They're knocking on the door. I'm instantly regretting trying to help all the residents there. And I get under Adam's desk. And I said, Adam, I'm so afraid right now. And I'm hiding under the desk. She's like backed up in one corner. And we're just hiding until the police gets back. This guy gripped something in his pants. Like this, right? And he's like, I told y'all that we've been here before you got here. And we're not going anywhere. Nobody's going to mess with my money. And you got my baby mama's car taken. And you think that I'm really going to leave now? He was like, you got the wrong one. And don't think the police can save you. Literally, I had to be under that desk for maybe 90 minutes. Maybe an hour. At least 90 minutes until the police got back. And they said, young man, leave from over in front of these people's office, and you need to go about your business because you know you're not supposed to be here. And the police said, you guys can come out. You can leave, right? Enjoy the rest of your day. They waited for us to get in the car, and then we left. And that is the time that I almost got shot while trying to work at my job. And you know what I did, people? Those guys did not come back for a while. I took a few days off from work, honestly, because I was like, you know what? I'm ready to quit. I'm working here. It's not safe. There's so many jobs that I can work at. I need to go to a luxury property where these folks are not trying to threaten me or kill me. I'm like, yo, I got to get out of here. I took a few days off from work. And when I came back to work, they weren't there anymore. And I'm like, all right, maybe I did some good, maybe they are going to leave for a while and come back. I don't know. But what I do know is that, like, I don't know. Thank you so much for tuning into my story time, Jada Brown TV live. Oh God, that was a lot of fun because it's like sometimes you forget about things that happen to you, especially working in property management. Like I have 1,000,001 stories to tell you guys. Like I think I'm gonna film another one after this video to release on Sunday because I have so many stories. But the moral of the story is to make sure that your residents have somewhere that they want to live, that's clean, that is a decent place to live. Nobody wants to go out, no matter how much money that you're making, even if you're making what they consider to be poor, if you're a poor person, you don't want to live somewhere that's not clean and that's not decent. So no matter if I worked with affordable housing or luxury housing, I always try to remain like, keep in my mind, you work where people live. You know what I mean? So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. If this video was funny to you at all, subscribe to my video. If it wasn't funny to you at all, subscribe to my channel. If you learned something, comment down below. And if you just like it because I'm cute, I don't know, just like this video, okay? And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.